Sitting, patient's home. You're a district nurse. The patient's family doctor asked you to teach him how to take the insulin injection. The patient is worried and does not understand why it is necessary for him. He thinks that he can manage his diabetes perfectly with diet and tablets. Now let's see the task. First one says, explain why the insulin injection is necessary. Second one says, explain the process of performing an insulin injection. Third one says, reassure the patient that it is an easy procedure. The last one says, explain the importance of using the clean needles, the process of administration, general sites for injection, and the importance of needle disposal. The setting here is home visit, so you need to know the entire details of the patient as you're going to visit the patient at home. It is better to confirm the name with the interlocutor and during the preparation time. Let's assume the patient name as Mr. David. Let's begin the roleplay now. We can start our introduction like, hello, good morning. I'm Kadring, the community nurse from the Community Health Center. Is this Mr. David's house? Then interlocutor may respond to saying, yes, this is David's house. Then ask him, am I talking with Mr. David? Then he may give it that, yes, nurse, I'm David. Then ask him, thank you, Mr. David. I'm here to educate you regarding the self-insulin administration procedure as per your doctor's advice. Is it the right time to talk with you? Then interlocutor may respond saying, yes, nurse. I remember the doctor has told me that somebody would come here and teach me the insulin administration procedure. However, I'm a little confused regarding the injection. So, why do you want me to take this injection? Don't you think that my sugar level can be managed by controlling the diet and by taking tablets? Then respond to him, I do understand your concern, Mr. David. Please don't be overly concerned. There is nothing much to be worried about. As you know that you have been diabetic for a long time and your sugar level is little higher than the normal limit, and which cannot be managed by controlling your diet and oral medication. So it is important to keep your sugar level normal. If your sugar level is not under control, it may lead to some serious health problems such as kidney and liver damage, stroke, blood division. So in order to avoid these complications, it is highly important to take the insulin injection on a daily basis as advised by a doctor. I hope you understand me. Then interlocutor may respond saying, yes, nurse, I got it, but I'm a little worried of taking the injection. What do I do? Is there any option to get it as a tablet so that it will be easier for me to take it? Then respond to him, I can sense your worries, Mr. David. However, your sugar level is a bit higher than the normal level, as I told you before, and which cannot be managed by only tablets. So it is necessary to take the insulin injection on a daily basis until it comes down to the normal level. Therefore, tablets are not enough to control your sugar level. Are you following me, Mr. David? Then interlocutor may respond saying, okay, nurse, I understand that. However, I'm really worried about its pain. Then respond him, I can sense your feelings, Mr. David. If I were you, I would react in the same way. But please understand that this insulin injection are not painful as you imagine, because they have very small needles and you do not need to inject them so deep inside your skin like other injections. So it is painless procedure. So you do not have to be worried at all. Then he may ask you like, okay, can you tell me where exactly I should take the injection? Then respond him, I appreciate you for asking these questions, Mr. David. You can take them on your thigh, abdomen, upper arms, lower back, or buttock. But the best area for insulin self-administration is the thigh. But it is a good idea to inject on the upper outer area of your thigh. If you choose the stomach, always stay at least 2 inches away from your belly button. And if you choose the arm, you should always inject on fatty tissues on the upper arm. Please remember to use the sides on the front of your body for self-insulin injection. Any sides can be used if someone else gives you the injection. Let me explain you the procedure in detail. First of all, clean the area and needle, and then you need to take the right amount of insulin as prescribed by the doctor, and you can inject it into the subcutaneous tissue. Make sure that you use a different area within the site each time you inject insulin. That is, keep changing the sites. Insulin injected into the same area can cause lumps, swelling, or thicken skin. Also remember, don't massage or rub the injection site. Otherwise, it will lead to the overabsorption of insulin, creating an unpredictable glucose response. Along with that, I can also show you a demonstration of insulin administration. You can watch it carefully and you can take the injection by yourself going forward. Apart from that, I can also give you a detailed leaflet at the end of this introduction that contains the detailed procedure of taking injection. Kindly go through it, you will get a better idea. Okay, Mr. David, I hope you're following me. Then interlocutor may respond and say, okay, nurse, I understand the procedure, but I'm a little worried about his pain. Then respond to him, your worries are understandable, Mr. David. It is totally natural that you would feel in this way. Mr. David, this injection is not going to hurt you, as I mentioned before. Please understand, I am also diabetic and I was very scared of taking injection initially, but once I started taking it, I understood that it is a simple procedure. So there is nothing to be scared of taking the injection. The good news is that my sugar level is under control now. Then interlocutor may respond to saying, okay, nurse, I'm a little relaxed now. My health is more important for me, so I can definitely take the injection as per the doctor's advice. Then respond to him, I'm extremely glad to hear that, Mr. David. Do you have any more questions or concerns for me? Then interlocutor may respond to saying, no, nurse, I have nothing. Thank you so much for your visit. Then close the role play by giving a summary and assurance. So far, we have been discussing the detailed process of taking insulin administration and its importance. I hope you got an idea about it. If you have any more questions or concerns, you can contact me with the number which is in the leaflet. I'll be happy to assist you. Once again, I assure you that if you take the insulin administration properly, as advised by your doctor, definitely you can bring down your sugar level and you can lead a normal, healthy life. Thank you, Mr. David, for listening to me patiently. I wish you a healthy future ahead. Thank you, guys. Our role play ends here.